So poor Sam had to get up really early on Wednesday. He got up at 3:30 or 3 on Thursday to try to bale, but it was still just a little bit too wet. So he had to wait until Friday, got up early, baled, and got to use the new baler, which worked out amazing. The bales were just solid and beautiful. There's a few that were kind of smushy while he was trying to get all the settings worked out, but otherwise it is a is as good of an addition to the farm as the rake was. So Sam is out with the little baler. It looks like he's just got this little bit of this corner left. I don't know what's left on any of the other parts of the pivot, but the bales are looking good. It's been some very early mornings, but he made it sound like the baler was pretty cool, and he's happy that we got it so far. And I like the look of the bales. The one that's on the red tractor, he was showing me how like you can bounce the forks and the bale doesn't even move at all, where the other ones it would kind of start to sag and wiggle, and I was always worried that they were going to break and fall apart. So it seems like these are pretty solid. So we'll see what happens when we have to go pick them all up out of the field. So this was our first 3x4 bale that came out of the baler, and Sam brought it over here to show me how solid it was. think I said already that it was moving the forks around and it didn't give at all. Also, these strings, this is like, some said like chunks of cable. This is tight and those are thick strings. So we are going to go try to stack them in the field and then figure out how we're going to get them out of the field. Of course, one of the reasons we were trying to hurry and get everything baled and off the fields earlier now, because a couple of days ago in the forecast it was going to rain tonight, overnight, and then some portion of tomorrow, but then it looked like it wasn't going to, but then we just got a little bit of a rain. But I really don't think, I mean, like, you can look at the ground, it's not wet out here at all. There's a little bit of water, like where some water might have run off the roof of the house, but again, I think everything out here is fine. So we're just gonna double check, moisture meter everything. I'm going to drive around and just pile what I can on top of each other, make stacks of 2 like I usually do. They're just not necessarily close to each other like they have been in the past. So that's what we're doing right now. So I'm not really sure how this is gonna work. Are you gonna come pick up bales with me? No? I mean, I love you, little kitty, but do you really want to be up in here right now? It kind of looks like you're saying yes you do. Do you know how loud it is when the tractor starts? I don't even know what to think about this. You're just kind of a weirdo. Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna happen. Are you gonna sit up there? Are we gonna teach you how to drive the tractor? Sam said I might get to drive the semi today. Are you gonna drive the tractor? Oh, you bonked your head on the steering wheel. Okay, my friend. I'm gonna start the tractor. Please don't freak out. Oh, okay. Yeah, apparently that was enough. Okay. So despite the rain, we got all the hay doubled up, and now Sam is picking it up with the blue tractor and putting it on the semi, which I am sitting in the driver's seat of. And theoretically, once he gets the last of the hay around where we are right now loaded up, I am going to drive the semi forward towards those stacks of hay over there. Have I ever driven a semi? Nope. Am I qualified to drive a semi? We'll find out. The cool thing about farm stuff, well, it probably wouldn't matter as long as we're on our own property anyway, because I think they can let 6-year-olds drive tractors or whatever, but I think that I read that as long as I'm an employee of the farm and driving our equipment for the farm, I don't technically need a CDL, but I might be wrong about that, so I'll have to double check with Sam. But basically, I'm gonna learn how to drive a semi very slowly for short distances in a field. So hopefully I don't mess anything up. I think I did pretty well for my first try. The only thing that got messed up was there was a couple of times that the trailer brakes didn't get turned off, so it made it not roll through the field, but Sam thinks it'll probably be okay. I just feel really bad because it kind of left some ruts in the field. So I think I say it every time, but I am just so amazed with the hay that we got off the fields in this cutting. The color of how green they are, their color, their smell. These are super solid bales. Sam said we got 126 roughly. Their average weight is 1,250 pounds, and total we got 78.75 tons from this cutting, which is just over a ton an acre. So I don't know what you're supposed to get or what the ratio is supposed to be, but he seemed really happy with that, and so I'm really happy with that. And I think we're both really happy that we got the 3x4 baler, and we'll just see how it goes when we go to sell it and all of those other parts. So thanks for watching.